What I'd like everyone to do is say hello to Kirsten Henning. She is a former soccer player at Virginia Tech University. Henning is in the news on her own accord. She is suing not the school, but the coach of the soccer team. Henning claims she was punished because she does not support the Black Lives Matter organization and did not take a knee to support non-white citizens in the fight for racial equality. She has brought the lawsuit against Charles Chugger Adair, seen here. He has been at the school for 15 years and has served as head coach since 2010. Henning filed a federal lawsuit just a few days ago. Among the filings, Henning alleges that after she refused to join her teammates kneeling before games this season, the coach engaged in a, quote, campaign of abuse and retaliation, close quote, that led her to leave the program. Henning's stance was costly, too costly, reads the lawsuit filed March 3rd. Her coach dislikes Henning's political views. Well, Kirsten, let's go over some of those through your own social media history, shall we? She locked her account, by the way. Firstly, she retweets Donald Trump Jr. a lot. She is a huge supporter of Charlie Kirk as well. Even the Washington Examiner, a super conservative outlet that supports the 45th president of the United States, warned against anyone supporting Kirk's bigoted business, Turning Point USA. She retweets Jack Posobiec, an anti-Semite who dressed in disguise with a sign indicating sexual assault against the First Lady. Posobiec is the embodiment of fake news, pushing conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory to abet a white supremacist president. Henning thinks this is worth supporting.
With an A on the end. It's not racist.
Rush Limbaugh, Henning thinks he should rest in peace. She also supports pro-insurrectionist, conspiracy theorist Congresswoman Lauren Boebert, whose husband allegedly exposed himself to a minor at a bowling alley. Speaking of minors, she likes a ton of Matt Gaetz tweets. She not only drinks the Kool-Aid, she's practically buying jugs of GOP BS in bulk. In another, she likes that the people must support Mike Lindell, who has been kicked off various social mediums for his role in pushing voter fraud. Super fan. A super fan of Candace Owens, liking plenty of her posts. Fake election, fake inauguration, blah, blah, blah was a tweet Henning liked. She is really into Candace Owens. A grifter who says racism doesn't exist, yet with help from the NAACP, sued a group of white boys because she endured racism. Wonder how Henning feels about this. She supports Owens' claim that President Joe Biden did not win the election and that he is a puppet, even though the most credible witnesses to the quid pro quo call, Alexander Vindman, said the opposite. She supports mocking Kamala Harris, the first black woman vice president of the United States, in memes. She clings to gas prices going up because of Joe Biden being president, which PolitiFact labeled a pants-on-fire lie. Utter BS that the right clings to. In 3 straight, she shows her support for Owens, Kirk, and conspiracy theorist nutjob Chanel Rion, who's as credible as a $4 bill. She also supports this weird, honestly troublesome art when Trump, after calling for an insurrection, was acquitted in impeachment cases because of a majority in the Senate. What I personally find interesting is this. As I revealed her views on her own doing, prior to Henning locking her accounts, the critiques I received mainly this argument. So you think she should be kicked off the team for her views? The same crowd who had a far different energy.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that has to change.
When this guy was around. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.